Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comments section of this video. If you are looking for one of the most powerful and legally compliant ways to secure long-term residency in Europe and potentially even citizenship in the future, then what you are about to learn could completely change your strategy, because Malta is one of the very few countries in Europe that still offers a structured pathway, combining permanent residency and a highly selective route to citizenship. But here is the reality that most people get wrong. There is no straightforward citizenship by investment anymore in Malta. And if you are still relying on outdated information about buying a passport, you are already heading in the wrong direction. So in this video, I am going to walk you through the entire process from start to finish, covering both the Malta Permanent Residence Program and the Malta Citizenship by merit framework with the latest 2026 updates. So you know exactly how it works, what it costs, how long it takes, and what mistakes you must avoid. And by the end of this video, you will understand how these two pathways connect and whether this strategy is right for you. So let's start with the most important question. And what exactly is Malta offering today? Malta currently operates two separate but connected pathways. The first is the Malta Permanent Residence Program, often called MPRP. The second is citizenship through merit-based naturalization under Maltese law. These are not the same thing, and understanding the difference is critical. Let's start with the Malta Permanent Residence Program. This is a government-regulated program managed by the Residency Malta agency, which allows non-European nationals to obtain permanent residency in Malta through a structured investment model. And here is why this program is so attractive. It gives you the right to live in Malta indefinitely and travel across the Schengen area without needing visas for short stays. My get Henley and Partners, me. And unlike many other programs, there is no strict requirement to live in Malta full-time. Mondak? Now let's break down the full step-by-step process. Step 1, understanding eligibility. Before you even think about applying, you must meet the core requirements. You must be over 18 years old. You must have a clean criminal record. You must prove that you have sufficient financial assets, typically at least 500,000 euros in capital with a portion in liquid financial assets, Malta residence, and you must demonstrate that your funds come from legitimate sources. Now here's something critical. Malta has one of the strictest due diligence systems in Europe. So eligibility is not just about money, it is about reputation, transparency, and compliance. Now, step 2, choosing your investment structure. The Malta Permanent Residence Program is not a single payment, it is a combination of financial commitments. You must pay a government contribution of around 37,000 euros, pay an administrative fee of around 60,000 euros, either purchase property worth at least 375,000 euros or rent property at a minimum annual value and make a charitable donation of at least 2,000 euros, Malta residence. Now here is a key insight: you do not need to buy property immediately at the application stage. You can commit to fulfilling this requirement after approval in principle. Henley and Partners. Now, step 3, working with a licensed agent. This is mandatory. You cannot apply directly. Your application must be submitted through an authorized agent approved by the Maltese authorities. This ensures compliance and proper documentation. Now, step 4, document preparation. This is where most applications succeed or fail. You will need to prepare a complete file including passport copies, police clearance certificates, proof of assets and financial standing, health insurance property, commitment documents, and official application forms, Zentro linked. All documents must be accurate, consistent, and properly certified. Now, step 5, application submission. Your agent submits your application to the Residency Malta agency. Once submitted, your application enters a multi-layer due diligence process. Now, here is something very important. Malta uses a 4-tier due diligence system, which is one of the most rigorous in the world. This is why approval carries significant credibility. Now, step 6, approval in principle. If your application passes initial checks, you receive approval in principle. This usually takes around 6 to 9 months depending on complexity. Concilious sites. Now and only now do you complete your financial commitments. This includes property purchase or rental contribution payments and donation. Now, step 7, final approval and residence card issuance. Once all conditions are fulfilled, your permanent residence is granted. You receive a residence certificate and card, allowing you to live in Malta indefinitely, and the entire process can typically take around 6 to 8 months in streamlined cases. Anderson, Malta. Now let's talk about what happens next, because this is where most people misunderstand the strategy. Permanent residence is not citizenship, but it can be part of a long-term pathway. And this brings us to the second part, Malta citizenship by merit. This is a completely different framework. Malta no longer grants citizenship purely based on investment. Instead, citizenship is granted only to individuals who provide exceptional value to the country. This could include contributions in areas such as business and economic development, innovation and technology, arts, culture, or philanthropy, scientific or social impact. Anderson, Malta. Now, let's break down how this works. Step 1, establishing a connection with Malta. This is usually done through residence business activity or contribution to the country. Having permanent residence can support this, but it does not guarantee citizenship. Step 2, demonstrating exceptional merit. You must show that your contribution benefits Malta in a meaningful way. This is not a standard investment threshold. It is a qualitative assessment. Step 3, submission to the community. Malta agency. Your case is presented through a detailed proposal outlining your contribution and impact. Step 4, evaluation process. Your application is reviewed by an independent board, which assesses your eligibility based on merit. Step 5, due diligence and background checks. Just like Residency, and this stage is extremely strict. Step 6, ministerial decision and oath. Final approval is granted at ministerial level, followed by an oath of allegiance. Anderson, Malta. Now here is the key takeaway. Citizenship in Malta is no longer a transactional process. It is a discretionary process based on value contribution. Now let's talk about benefits, because this is why people consider Malta. Permanent residence gives you a stable base in a European Union country visa, free travel across the Schengen area, the ability to include multiple generations of family members, and long-term security in a politically stable environment, Henley and Partners. And if you eventually qualify for citizenship, you gain full European Union citizenship rights. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes people make. Number 1, confusing residency with citizenship. They are not the same and should not be treated as such. Number 2, relying on outdated information about citizenship by investment. That model is no longer applicable in Malta. Number 3, underestimating due diligence. Malta has one of the strictest systems in the world. Number 4, incomplete or inconsistent documentation. Even small errors can delay or derail your application. And number 5, assuming citizenship is guaranteed after residency. It is not. It depends on merit, contribution, and approval. Now, let's bring everything together. Malta offers one of the most structured and credible pathways to European residency through the Malta Permanent Residence Program, and a highly selective pathway to citizenship through merit-based naturalization. If you approach it correctly, this combination can provide long-term security, global mobility, and strategic access to Europe. If you approach it with outdated assumptions, it can lead to confusion, delays, and missed opportunities. So take your time, understand the difference between residency and citizenship. plan your strategy carefully and follow the correct process. Because this is not just about getting a visa or a residence card. This is about building a long-term European strategy. And now you are one step ahead. If you found this video valuable, make sure you subscribe, because we break down real immigration pathways, real strategies, and real insights so you can make informed decisions without falling into common traps. And we can assist you to simplify this entire complex process in liaison with our authorized associates in that region and guide you from start to finish. No worries. Do get in touch with us. Now on our WhatsApp mobile number +64221786-007, also provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Your journey to global mobility starts with the right information, and now you have it. Thank you for watching.